You hatch out of a shell the size of a cottage, cracking through leathery shards in some half-dead volcanic wasteland, where the ground never cools and the air stinks of sulfur. Your cradle is rocks sharper than knives. Your lullaby is the ramble of lava vents. Congratulations, kid. You're a dragon. Hope you like fire, because it's the only warmth in your future. You don't get a mother when you're a dragon. There's no tender moment of a big scaly mom tucking you in and under a wing. No lullabies and a lava nest. If there ever was a dragon mother, she's long gone by the time your shell cracks. That's the first thing you learn about being Smaug. You hatch alone. No siblings, no cozy nest of eggs, just you, a leathery shell splitting open in some blasted volcanic wasteland where the rocks are sharper than knives and the air smells like rotten eggs on fire. Your first scream isn't a baby's cry, it's raw. It echoes through canyons, rattles stones loose, and there's no one around to hear it but yourself. Welcome to the family, kid. Population 1. So, what's dragon childhood like? It isn't. Dragons don't do childhood. You get fire breath and hunger on day 1. Your first sneeze starts a wildfire. Your first tantrum levels a hillside. You're not toddling, you're already predatory. And instead of learning to share, you're learning to chase down your dinner and eat it while screaming. Adolescence isn't any better, but at least your wings are finally strong enough to lift your fat, scaly ass into the air. And now you're hungry all the time. You're stealing sheep by the flock, blackening the sky and setting barns on fire. You give teenage angst a new meaning. So you grow, and every year you get bigger, meaner, heavier, and hotter. You learn the hard truth about dragon life. You're the top of the food chain, but that just means you're also at the top of the loneliness chain. That's something they never talk about. You're the only one of your kind left worth mentioning, and that's not a badge of honor. It's a curse. Nobody understands you, nobody relates to you, and nobody cares whether you're lonely because everyone's too busy running for their lives. So what do you do to fill that void? You hoard. You start small. A shiny corn here and there, a jewel there, a goblet off some merchant's wagon. At first it's just a hobby, but soon it's an obsession. You don't just want treasure, you need it. The glint of gold scratches some itch on your skull like nothing else can. You pile it up, curl around it at night, and it makes you feel less empty. Because if you can't have family, at least you can have wealth. That's your adolescence. Centuries of it. Flying over mountains nobody else wants. Hunting whatever moves. Dragging shiny crap back to your cave like a demented magpie with a flamethrower. You don't know boredom yet because you're still growing. Every day is a little louder, a little scarier, but also a little shinier. But by the time you hit adulthood, oh, that's when things get really interesting. Adulthood, dragon style, means one thing. Territory. You've outgrown caves and cows. You don't want trinkets anymore, you want a throne, a kingdom, something big enough to match your ego. And in the year 2770, you smell it. Not see it, you smell it. Gold has a scent to a dragon, and the richest scent in all of Middle-earth comes rolling out of Erebor, the lonely mountain. Dwarves in the fogs, hammering away, stacking coins like it's going out of style. A city of men nearby, fat and happy, trading and feasting. It's irresistible. So you fly, and when you arrive, you don't negotiate. You don't wait, you descend like an atomic bomb with wings. Fire rains, stones crack, and the city of Dale is reduced to screaming ash in minutes. The dwarves, they scatter. Their king, Thor, flees with whatever survivors he can drag along. And you take it all. The mountain, the treasure, the legend. You're not a raider anymore, you're a monarch. The last great dragon of Middle-earth, crowned in flame and crowned in gold. Oh, the gold, the hoard isn't just a bed, it becomes part of you. You roll in it until coins and gems fuse into your skin. They plate your belly like armor. You strut around that cavern, gleaming like a goddamn chandelier, and call yourself impenetrable. And here's the tragic comedy of it. You actually believe it. You never see the one bare patch, the one spot with nothing stuck. The one place you're vulnerable. You're too busy admiring your golden abs. Adulthood stretches into the middle age, and what's left once you've claimed the biggest hoard in the land? You nap, you wake, you fly out once in a while to torch some bastard's farmhouse just to remind everyone you still exist. But mostly, you sleep on your gold. For nearly 200 years, dragons don't die of old age, they die of boredom or stupidity or arrows. And you're getting bored. Then, the Hobbit shows up. It's 2941. You're ancient now. You're not weak or not frail, just old, tired, little restless. And one day, into your perfect, predictable life waddles Bilbo Baggins, burglar by profession, liar by necessity, insane by choice. He creeps into your hall while you're half asleep, and for the first time in centuries, someone speaks to you without screaming. And you love it. Finally, someone to talk to. Finally, someone to admire you. So you puff up, you rant, you monologue, you give him your titles: Smaug the Golden, Smaug the Magnificent, Smaug the Terrible. You flex your golden belly, daring him to deny your brilliance. You breathe fire for dramatic effect, because you're basically auditioning for yourself. And Bilbo, he plays along, flatters you, riddles you, keeps you talking. But he's not just there for your ego. He's looking, watching, and he sees it. A soft patch, the hole in your armor, your one mistake. Unfortunately, you don't notice that he's noticed. You're too busy feeling clever. But when Bilbo scurries out, you feel that the dwarves are involved. You're enraged. So you do what dragons do best. You take it out on somebody else. Not the dwarves, not the burglar, the humans. You rise from your mountain and descend on Lake Town, and it is glorious. Fire in the sky, houses bursting like kindling, boats melting into the lake, people screaming, diving into the water as you hover above like the wrath of the gods. You are power incarnate. You are an apocalypse on wings. And then, Bard. Some nobody with a bow. Not a wizard, not a warrior king, not a chosen hero. Just a guy. He's got one arrow left, a black arrow, a family heirloom, and he sees you. He sees that bare patch Bilbo saw, and while the town burns around him, he takes his aim. One shot. That's all it takes. The arrow sinks into your heart, and just like that, the last great dragon of Middle-earth falls. You crash into the lake, your body crushing houses, your flames hissing out in steam. All your centuries of power, all your gold, all your arrogance, undone by one man with good aim. And the real kicker, you don't even get the satisfaction of ending the story. Because the second you're gone, everybody else starts clawing at your hoard. Dwarves, elves, men, goblins, they all want a piece. Your death doesn't end the creed, it multiplies it. The battle of the 5 armies happens not because you lived, but because you died. That's the life of Smaug. Born alone, raised by nothing but hunger and fire, obsessed with gold, crowned in arrogance, and brought down by vanity. No family, no friends, no heirs, just one long, hot, lonely life that ends face first in a lake. Hey, at least you'll always be remembered as the dragon who burned cities, broke kings, and gave a hobbit the most terrifying conversation of his life. Not a bad legacy, if you don't mind going out like a scaly balloon at a town fair.